PTSD, anxiety, panic disorder, all this other stuff. Jiu-Jitsu's been my one outlet. I want to pass that on to other people and help other dads, help other moms, help kids, help the veteran community, especially with Jiu-Jitsu.
Welcome to the Combat Creative Podcast, where we explore the heart of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, uncovering its creative, entrepreneurial, and leadership qualities with guests who embody what it means to be a leader in our BJJ community. Now on 3, 1, 2...
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Combat Creative Podcast. I am your host, Jared Quackenbush, and here in beautiful Melbourne, Florida, my hometown, with Danny from Grapple Cove. Danny, how are you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Thank you for having me, Jared. I really appreciate this opportunity.
You're welcome, man. I've been following you for a while now. This is actually our first time meeting in person. I actually came here once for an open mat, but there was too many people, so I turned around and went home. No, no, I'm excited to finally meet you today. And you've been doing a lot with teaching jiu-jitsu here at your home, in your garage, in your community. You're doing it with your wife. It's really exciting. And before we get into that, just kind of share a little bit about how you got started into jiu-jitsu.
All right, so I started back in 2015 with Jiu-Jitsu. I just finished playing college football down at FIU in Miami, and I was weighing about 305 pounds. So then I was like, I want to enlist in the United States Marine Corps. I can't be 305 pounds. So I decided to do MMA right across the street.
Okay.
Did it for about a year. I enlisted. Then as I got into the Marine Corps, a lot of Marines do Jiu-Jitsu. So this Chief Warrant Officer I worked with owned a gym, and I just fell back in love with it, and here I am. Now I'm a brown belt. And
would you say 305 pounds?
305 pounds.
Why? What was your position?
I played center. I was a center, yeah. So I graduated high school actually at 295 pounds, and then I got up to 305. And
now, was this muscle?
Yeah. I was like at 20% body fat, 21% body fat, I think.
It's hard to believe you're that now, like looking at you. So that's pretty crazy.
205 pounds now.
What was it like being a football player, playing in college? Was it great?
It was fun. I loved it all through high school. First team All-State, first team All-County in Miami-Dade. Yeah. And then I got to college, and then I kept going with it. I worked hard. I loved weightlifting and hitting, but just kind of fell out of love with it, and then found my new passion in mixed martial arts and in jiu-jitsu. So.
Did your military experience influence you all with jiu-jitsu?
Yes, 100%. So in the Marines, we have a martial arts program called McMap, and it's not just jiu-jitsu and grappling. There's a lot of knife fighting or bayonet fighting, striking as well. Sure. But that actually sparked the fire again for me to find another gym to go to up there in North Carolina.
At what point did you start getting like kind of serious with your jiu-jitsu training? I know you're helping teach people now, but I mean, how did you go from starting to actually now like teaching people?
So I would say midway through blue belt, I was like, I think I have a passion for teaching.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've come such a long way in my own personal journey.
Sure.
I can combine that and help people and teach people jiu-jitsu. So I was like, my future goal is to open up my gym one day. And we moved down here to Melbourne, Florida. And now I'm a brown belt and own Grapple Cove.
Sick, man. I know you've been a big advocate. You've told me about veterans in jiu-jitsu. Why do you think it could be so beneficial for them?
Jiu-jitsu offers an outlet for many people. So I'm coming up on 3 years sobriety from alcohol. And back in 2018, I lost my brother while I was deployed.
Really?
And I formed bad habits with alcohol and PTSD, anxiety, panic disorder, all this other stuff. And jiu-jitsu's been my one outlet.
Really?
That's just completely helped me out. So I want to pass that on to other people and help other dads, help other moms, help kids, help the veteran community, especially with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so what are some other ways that it could help them?
It just provides an outlet physically and mentally. Jiu-jitsu, it requires 100% focus while you're doing it. So if someone's fully mounted on you, your job is to escape. You're not worried about what are you going to eat for dinner later. You're not going to worry about what I got to do on the drive home, the traffic, whatever it is, right? You're worried about that. So it offers community and problem-solving skills.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for it for business owners for kind of the same reasons. In fact, the guy who got me into jiu-jitsu was a business owner. I was like, you should do it. It's good for you.
That's awesome.
Now you're merging into this business. So what's it been like teaching people and starting up a gym here in your garage?
It's been fun. It's definitely taking some discipline and continued learning, that's for sure. Trying to manage the space here. But honestly, I wouldn't trade for anything. Just in this little time, it hasn't even been a year. The amount of impact we've had on moms, dads, and kids has just been tremendous. I mean, like I've told you the other day, I'm a provider and Step Up for students in the state of Florida, which is for homeschool families to use their scholarship money to do anything they want with it, right? School supplies or extracurricular activities like jiu-jitsu. So it's been awesome, honestly. It's been life-changing for me. Like I always tell this to people. My students think that I'm just changing their lives, but in reality, my life is being changed just by watching their progress as jiu-jitsu practitioners and as people.
Getting your black belt can't guarantee that you're gonna have a full academy, but good marketing does. Most jiu-jitsu professors are incredible at what they do, but that doesn't mean they know how to grow a business. If you're tired of empty mats and inconsistent student growth, well, we fix that. At Combat Creative, we help gym owners become the go-to academy in their city through professional content and strategic marketing. You've built a great program. Now let's get the right people in the room to experience it. Are you ready to grow your academy and become the go-to martial arts authority of your city? Well, click the link below to book a call with us today. Let's talk about getting free jiu-jitsu for your kids. Now, the way that you do that is if you're in the state of Florida and if you're a homeschool family, like my kids are and your kids are.
Yes, sir.
They have this amazing program where you can apply for a scholarship. It's called Step Up for Students, right?
Yes.
And as a parent, you can get reimbursed on your expenses because instead of your kids going to a public school, you actually get those tax dollars back.
Yep.
How's it been for you? I mean, we've taken full advantage of it.
Yeah, honestly, with my own daughter, we just applied because it
right.
just opened up. But for these other families, once I became registered, it takes that reimbursement process out. They find me on the website, and I'm a legit service provider in there. I invoice them, and that is it.
Yeah, so it's twofold, guys. So I'm going to speak to it on the parent point of view real quick. As a parent, my kids, every month, we pay for jiu-jitsu, but because jiu-jitsu is an approved like athletic activity, every month my wife submits for a reimbursement and it gets reimbursed to us. And we even get one uniform reimbursed. So we just had the kids in jiu-jitsu, they grow so fast, they're growing out of new gis every 6 months. So we just had to get new gis for our kids. What are we gonna do? We're gonna pay, we paid for it up front, but we're gonna get that all reimbursed. And then we could put that towards other things in our family, other trips, or I could put it really whatever. But now you as a jiu-jitsu teacher, so if you're an academy owner, whether you're doing it on the side or in your at home, private lessons, or you actually have an academy, would you recommend them signing up to be an approved school? Now, if you're in the state of Florida?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
How hard was it signing up?
Honestly, it took me maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and it is totally worth it. The amount of traction you get from homeschool families, obviously marketed correctly, is amazing. Honestly, it's truly astonishing. Because now these homeschool families aren't burdened. Like I have one family, it's 4 kids. 4 kids. Imagine paying 4 gym memberships.
It'd probably be about $100 a month for a kid, or sometimes there's family
and then
deals.
Plus the parents, right? So that's 6 people, right, for them. 4 of those people are taken out completely because they use the scholarship money. So it's truly awesome, honestly. And not even just from a monetary standpoint. Now those kids get to train while their parents aren't burdened by financially, right? So
yeah, you got to look into this. Parents, like if you're homeschooling your kids, like, and you're in the state of Florida, definitely look into this as an option. Apply for the Step Up for Students scholarship, and then if you're an academy owner, look, apply to get your school on the page, because that's the thing. Danny's actually an approved vendor, we'll call it. So where I'm paying and then getting reimbursed, my gym isn't a part of the platform. So if my kids went to Danny, I could actually go on the website. The money never comes out of my pocket.
Not at all.
So sign up for it. Take advantage of it. Something I wanted to touch base on today because I think it's so great. Florida, a lot of people are moving here. Homeschool is getting very popular. I always joke, like, I want to make homeschooling great again. Like, I don't want to. Growing up, it was like
definitely going some traction over the past few years.
Growing up, dude, like I didn't like the homeschoolers that I knew.
Yeah, I wasn't
homeschooled
either. And
no, I was.
Yeah, now it's definitely grown because parents are seeing that I can.
There's an
My kid
alternative.
doesn't have to sit inside of a room for 8 hours a day.
And you know what? I think jiu-jitsu aligns with the type of people who do homeschooling. Jiu-jitsu is a tough thing. And you kind of got to be, you got to do, you beat to your own drum if you choose to sign up to do jiu-jitsu. And I think it aligns with a lot of homeschool families. Like, hey, I could do this the easy way and send my kids. And I think it's fine if you send. I was a school teacher that's my degree. So I know there's a purpose for school. I know there's different family situations. But if you have that ability, we're talking about jiu-jitsu practitioners, like homeschooling aligns with that really well. Because like they're choosing to do something the hard way. Mm-hmm. Even though it's like there's a better outcome.
The reward is much better.
Yeah, like yes, this is worth it, but it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy,
Just
right?
like jiu-jitsu.
You don't want it to be easy, though, right? Anything worth having in life is not going to be easy, right?
But just to talk about that, I mean, because you have 2 young girls.
Yes.
And I have 3 kids with a 4th one on the way.
Oh,
And
wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Something hit me as a school teacher. And then as I started having my own kids, our kids' most important years of their life are spent away from us.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you've been on the fence about homeschooling, consider it. Reach out to somebody.
It's awesome.
But if you're already doing it, guys, this isn't a homeschool podcast, by the way. But like, if you're in the state of Florida, you can get your jiu-jitsu reimbursed. So if you've been on the fence about getting your kids in jiu-jitsu, get them in and get it reimbursed. Or if you're an academy, you gotta add it to your class schedule. And homeschoolers have a more flexible schedule, so have a homeschool class at 2:00 every day.
And there's no charge to you. There's no charge to me being a service provider in Step Up for Students.
So you don't have to do this in a place of a class you're already doing.
Nope.
If you have classes in the morning and at lunch and at evening, do it in between that. If you have the time, do a 9:00 class or a 2:00 class.
I do
in
9
between.
a.m.
So Danny, transitioning from the homeschool topic, how did you go from this being an idea of you teaching people here at your home to then actually going out and getting your first students? What did that look like?
It was always one of my goals to be a jiu-jitsu gym owner. And I always thought, man, I have to wait till I get a studio or I get enough people that want to start. And that's not the case. Honestly, for me, what it was just like, hey, I'm starting this and I'm putting it out there. Yeah. I'm taking the step, the leap of faith and putting it out there. And I just started using social media to kind of market myself. And I remember my first client ever, Dylan, I put an ad on Facebook Marketplace.
I remember you posting about this, by the way.
Facebook Marketplace, I think on Sunday, right after July 4th weekend last.
But you can't really put services on Facebook Marketplace.
It's just funny. He messages me maybe 2 hours later. He shows up Monday, the following day, for his first free trial class. And then from then on, now his wife trains. His kid also just got approved for a Step Up for Students scholarship.
Really?
And is going to start here soon. And then from there, we just had another kid reach out and then another family reach out. And then it just kind of snowballed, honestly. And it took that leap of faith, honestly, for me just to say, like, I don't need a bunch of people and I don't need a physical location. Right?
Yeah, that's great.
My garage and mats are good enough.
That's good, man. And you have to have that in some entrepreneurship. If you're waiting for the perfect scenario or the perfect situation, I struggled with the same thing as being a parent. I think being as dads, we have a responsibility as being providers. Like, I remember we were young. My wife really wanted kids, and I'm like, I'm not ready. But you never really are.
Oh.
And sometimes you don't want to be foolish.
Yeah.
But there's moments where you got to take action, and you will rise to that occasion.
Mm-hmm. Hey, real quick, I just finished rolling, and I'm exhausted here at the academy, but I had to pause to give a quick shout out to Gold BJJ. Now, I've been using their products for years. I train in their gis, I compete in their gis, and I use their products every single day. It's high quality, affordable, and they're designed by jiu-jitsu practitioners for jiu-jitsu practitioners. I actually had their co-founder, Mr. Cole South, on the podcast. He was one of my very first episodes, and I had a great time talking to him, learning about the company and what makes them unique from other jiu-jitsu brands. So go ahead and check that out. And if you'd like to support the show, the best way that you can do that is click the link below and grab some gear for yourself. But Gold is not sponsoring the show directly. It's you guys when you shop at the link below. So go ahead and visit goldbjj.com/combatcreative. That's goldbjj.com/combatcreative. Thank you guys so much. Now back to the episode.
So what's been some of the biggest benefits of running a private jiu-jitsu studio here in your garage?
Honestly, besides monetary wise, it's community. The community we built around jiu-jitsu has leaked into the homeschool community, which we're a part of the homeschool community as well, because my wife homeschools my 2 daughters. Community, and honestly, it's helped my jiu-jitsu grow. Teaching, right? I never thought teaching would help my jiu-jitsu get better, right? Because obviously I'm the highest belt here at brown belt, right? Everybody's white belts, and then I get a couple blue belts that come in and get some private lessons with me. But teaching has helped my jiu-jitsu grow. But the biggest thing for me, community. The community we built around Grapple Cove and jiu-jitsu here it's just awesome. I mean, the other day we had a Grapple Cove fun day. We got a water slide in the back, and all the kids that train here and families came over, and we had food. Awesome. We had a potluck. Kids played for hours and hours and hours. So,
dude, that's really
community
great.
has been the best part of it.
And let's talk about some of the challenges. What have been some of the biggest challenges, and how have you overcome those?
The biggest challenges, social media.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, marketing, getting myself out there. I mean, even like doing something like this podcast. I'm not really, I've never really done things like this, public speaking wise. But that's been one challenge. And then just how do I continue to grow, right? Not settling, right? Not settling after I got 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients, and like, oh, that's enough for my garage, right? Continuing to grow, finding ways to improve Grapple Cove, not necessarily for me, but for my students. That's always a continued challenge.
Yeah, and even just marketing. I have a video coming out on YouTube soon, like 3 marketing tips for like Jiu-Jitsu Academy owners. And like marketing is such a thing that a lot of them don't think about, because you always have to be marketing, because you are always going to lose students that are outside of your control. I gave the story of how, like, at my own gym, my brother-in-law just had knee surgery, so he's out for 3 months. It wasn't even because of an accident at the gym. We're a military town. You know this. We have a gentleman who's getting deployed or going to a training for 3 months.
Or PCSing. That means moving to another duty station.
We have a college student who just graduated from UCF, but he lives here, and now he's interning up in like Tallahassee. So like, you're always going to lose people. So marketing is something you always have to be doing. You got to be building your brand. You're doing a fine job of it. Like,
thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're consistent with it.
Building community relations as well.
Yeah.
That's another one that's I've been trying to do a lot more lately.
Like what? What do you mean by that?
So I'm been sober now almost 3 years, but I enjoy kava, right?
Okay.
Which is a Pacific Islander drink. And there's a kava bar down the street that I've actually gave my business cards to, and they followed me on Instagram, and I repost some of their stuff, and trying to build relationships like that, relationships even just in the neighborhood.
Your business is here in this garage, but if you're an academy owner, your business is in your 4 walls there. But either way, you got to get out of there, and you got to go meet people. And you can do that one of 2 ways, digitally or by in person. In person's free, just takes your time, but you got to do it.
Building relationships in the community is important.
So you've mentioned you have this goal of having your own academy one day, and you've mentioned about actually upgrading. Whether you said on this episode, you've told me you want to have your own space, an actual location. But let's talk about mobile jiu-jitsu here for a minute. Like, do you think this has a good place in the future for people, whether they're practitioners or teachers?
Mobile jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
100%. And then why? Convenience. If you look at anything out there, any really business, what does it offer? Convenience for someone, right? What is someone willing to pay for that comfort of jiu-jitsu in your house, right? Jiu-jitsu on your time, right? Sometimes not a lot of people can do what I did or you do and go to school after working all day and being away from their family even longer, right? So what mobile jiu-jitsu offers is convenience.
So with the people that you've coached, have any of them taken jiu-jitsu at other schools? Or a lot of them first timers?
A couple of the blue belts go to different schools.
I'm curious, what have they given you as a reason for why they've chosen this over like going to normal school?
Time, 100% time. Time, and sometimes safe training environments.
Sure.
I offer safe training environments here. We roll hard, really hard, but safe, right? Not cranking on random things. I have no egos, right? No blast double.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I asked him I brought my stuff. I'm hoping to train with him after this. So we find out.
I'm not gonna blast double you into the garage.
No, that's good though.
Definitely time though, and honestly, the one-on-one aspect, it's attention to the person when they feel that their concerns and their shortcomings are being attended to, right? Like if you struggle from bottom side control a lot, like you just struggle, right? and we keep working on that and we keep hammering away at that. It shows that level of commitment from the instructor that, hey, this guy really cares about what my problems are with jiu-jitsu.
I was actually curious about what's one thing that you think a lot of beginners make when starting jiu-jitsu.
Trying to learn too fast, right? They get frustrated.
I did that a little bit.
Oh, everybody does it. I did it too, right? They get all this information presented to them, and they want to just get good real fast. But as you know, and as I know, jiu-jitsu takes a long time to get good at, and really, like, there's always someone out there that's better than you, even when you get to black belt. So continued learning is the thing I push to my students.
We have a mutual friend who just got his blue belt, and he kind of asked me, like, because I've been a blue belt 2 years now. He's like, well, what do I have to look forward to? I'm like, it's a blast, but it is a frustrating thing because it's like a 2 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of belt.
Yeah.
Like there's days where I'm like, oh, I'm figuring this stuff out. And then you have days where you're like, I know nothing.
Am I really a blue belt, right?
No. And then you go to one, I get to travel a lot and I meet a lot of amazing people, but some gyms are super cool and welcoming. Sometimes those visitors are like, oh, new guys here, I'm going to run through it. But, and then sometimes you'll go home, you're like, man, I really held my own today. Like, then you have times where I'm like, this random white belt in Tucson, Arizona just beat the crap out of me. It's like, wait, what? Like,
sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. It's a true expression.
But I'm just enjoying it.
I always say this, process over prize, right? Don't focus on just getting your black belt. If you're doing that, you're never going to, you probably might quit jiu-jitsu because it's not going to come fast.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's valuable or worth going to, it's not going to give you a black belt, right? And just enjoy the process. Enjoy who you become along the way.
Good.
Right? That's the biggest thing I like to tell my students.
For someone thinking about starting private lessons or starting a small like jiu-jitsu business out of their home, what advice would you have for them, Danny?
Start small. Obviously you have big goals and big aspirations, but it's like what we talked about earlier in this episode. If you think that you're waiting for the right time, the right location, the right whatever it is, it's never going to come. So start small. Take that little leap of faith and then just build on there. That snowball effect. Like I told you with clients, right? Or with students that I have, it started with one on a Facebook ad, Facebook marketplace ad, right? And then it turned into me getting registered and being a service provider and Step Up for Students in the state of Florida.
Yeah, that's great.
Right? So that small step though that I took, like, hey, I'm going to start a gym in my garage in Florida in the summer in 95-degree weather.
Yeah,
right.
That's great. Yeah.
That wasn't the most appealing to people, right? And then now we modified the garage and we're gonna have AC in here and all that stuff.
That's
but
awesome.
That small step, honestly, if you're looking to start your own jiu-jitsu gym or giving private lessons and stuff like that, and don't do it for the money. It's gonna crush you. Don't do it for the money. Do it because you want to have an impact on people's lives. That's the biggest thing. Build community and have an impact on people's lives.
What are some of your goals this year? What's the future plans that you guys have?
So this time next year, we want to be in a studio.
Nice.
At least in a studio somewhere. A physical location for people to come. Still kind of going to operate the same way with flexibility of time. And we're going to add classes. Probably by the summer of this year, I'm going to have set classes here.
How can people find out more about you and private lessons?
My Instagram, honestly, that's where I'm big on putting myself out there is on Instagram, right? Not Facebook so much, and then we have a website, but Instagram.
Good.
Just Grapple Cove. Just go to Grapple Cove.
Awesome. Well, before we wrap up, I'm gonna ask you a couple fun questions. All right.
All right.
What's your go-to submission when rolling?
Anything from side control. Ninja choke.
Dude, I don't know the ninja.
Oh, I'll show you that right after this.
I love side control submissions.
I will show you right after this.
Gi or no gi?
So I would say at the beginning of my jiu-jitsu journey it was gi, but now I like both. I'm getting into more leg stuff now, so definitely some no gi too.
Do you have a jiu-jitsu hero or idol or maybe somebody you look up to?
Definitely Jocko Willink. Yeah, I just love what he pushes for the jiu-jitsu community. Getting kids into jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
Dads doing jiu-jitsu, moms doing jiu-jitsu, empowering people through jiu-jitsu, and his book, The Way of the Warrior Kid, I would definitely check that out. That's good.
Yeah, my kids read it. They loved it.
Yep.
Danny, what's the worst jiu-jitsu advice you've ever been given?
Don't use strength. That is not a good. Why would I not use my strength? As if you're gonna work out for jiu-jitsu, which you should, why would you not use your strength?
Exactly.
Use it, right? I mean, don't just use your strength, right? You want to have good technique and good cardio and all that other stuff, but that was probably one of the worst things I ever got because I was a big guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't use your strength. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all I have right now when you're starting off.
I'm going to use my strength.
Do you prefer to play guard or to pass guard?
Pass guard.
Why?
All day. I like the aggression behind it.
Yeah.
Right. It's funny. This week we're actually going over open guard,
There you
but I do like passing the guard. I just love the amount of pressure that I can impose on my opponent.
Would you rather roll with somebody who never cuts their toenails or somebody who never washes their gi?
Oh man, I would say the toenails. I could avoid them. The gi's on. The gi is on you. I mean, every part of that gi I have to touch.
Yeah.
At least the toenails, I just won't go for your feet there, and I'll just go to side control or mount.
Dude, yeah. Would you rather win every match by points or lose every match by submission?
Oh, I'm going winning all day.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
why would you
I
want to
wa-
lose?
Why would I want to lose? I was like, wait, is there another part coming to this?
No, that's it. Some people are like, no, I'd rather just go out swinging, but like,
Oh, because the winning by points shows you have control.
yeah, boom.
And jiu-jitsu is all about control.
Rank these 5 jiu-jitsu submissions without knowing which one's next. First one, armbar.
I'm gonna go with 3.
3.
3.
Okay. Let's go with next, rear naked choke.
1.
Why?
It's well, 1, it's the first one everybody should learn, but 2, look at Nicky Rod. He won CJI, all rear naked chokes.
So that's number 1. Okay, triangle choke.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with 4.
4, heel hook.
Ooh, that depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it at 2. Now
It's
that
dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Dude, I can barely
And
watch.
not many people know how to get out of those things now.
I can, and that's my thing. I got to work on that. Like
Yeah.
this, I don't have to, but as I progress, I'm taking it one step at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid of no gi. They go do these leg attacks, and then I'm watching all these submission grappling things. They're all going for legs, and they're all going for legs. And then as soon as they get the heel, I have to look away from the screen because I don't do well seeing things pop, seeing things snap.
I've had my knee dislocated before.
Last one. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the last one, number 5. You didn't give a number 5 yet.
No.
It's guillotine.
Oh yeah, that's good at 5. Out of
Okay.
the other ones, I like the other ones. So guillotine at 5.
So number 1 was rear naked choke. Number 2 was heel hook. Number 3 was arm bar. Number 4 was triangle. And number 5 was guillotine.
Yeah, I like that order.
Nice.
That was good.
Good.
Nice.
That's good. I got to do more of those.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fun.
That was fun. All right. We'll wrap it up now.
All right.
Guys, thank you so much for watching another podcast episode of the Combat Creative Podcast. And thank you, Danny, so much for coming on. We both really appreciate it. Please check him out, everything he's doing. If you're a homeschool family, get your jiu-jitsu reimbursed, okay? Or if you're somebody that maybe you're a military veteran or you're an entrepreneur and you want to start teaching on the side, look, reach out to Danny, follow him. I'm sure he'll give you some advice. So we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.